Through rain, sleet, and snow, the United States Postal Service is there to deliver the mail. The question to some is whether it will be there in the future. Tonight, Fox 11 on special assignment takes a look at why the Postal Service is losing billions of dollars. And Robert Hornacek is here with a preview. Morning.
Good morning, Rachel. It's no secret that the Postal Service is having financial problems, but many people may not know the extent of the problem or the causes. We all know that more and more people are turning to email and online bill paying. In the last 10 years, the amount of first-class stamped mail has dropped 50%. Now, that's causing a huge financial strain for the Postal Service. But another issue the agency is facing is the prepayment of health benefits for future retirees. In 2006, Congress made the Postal Service set aside $5.5 billion a year for that. If you add it all up, the Postal Service is losing billions of dollars, and some are calling for it to be privatized. That's a notion a Postal Service spokesman dismisses. Do you see the U.S. Postal Service being around in 10 years, or will it be privatized?
The Postal Service will be around in 10 years, no doubt about it. There are those, obviously, that are saying privatize it. We understand the arguments, but all we're saying is allow us to change the business model.
Now, coming up tonight on Fox 11 News at 9, we'll show you how the Postal Service wants to change, and we'll also tell you what's standing in the agency's way.
So they have to prepay for health benefits. Is that unusual?
Yeah, it's very unusual, and this is only for the future retirees. This has nothing to do with the current people who are retired from the Postal Service, and this is something that's unique to the Postal Service, and union leaders say this is really the root of the problem. And Congress wanted to make sure that the agency, since they were promising to pay these benefits in the future, they wanted to make sure they had the money set aside to do that. Of course, this was put in place about 5 or 6 years ago. The Postal Service was making money back then. Now it's a different story. Even without these payments, the agency would still be losing money.
And because they're losing money, we, the consumers, the customers, are wondering, what does it mean to us?
That's obviously the big question. And right now, there's really nothing that's going to change. The mail is still being delivered. It's still being delivered 6 days a week. The post offices are still open. Employees are getting paid. Down the road, the Postal Service does want to make some changes. They want to cut Saturday delivery. They want to cut some hours at some rural post offices. But none of that's going to happen overnight. In fact, a lot of this needs congressional approval, which is one of the big things standing in the way of anything changing right now.
All right. Thanks, Robert.
Yep.
We'll look for your full report tonight at 9.